Stop before you say, I wake up at 7 a.m. and eat breakfast. Listen to this. That sentence is exactly why many students get a band 5.0 for speaking.
Harsh, Mark, but true. In IELTS, boring means low score. Today, we're showing you how to transform your daily routine into a Band 7.0 masterpiece.
Exactly. Welcome to Breakfast English Podcast. I'm Mark, and I'm here to tell you, listen to this now, in the morning. Your brain is a sponge for new structures right now. Way better than trying to study after a long day when you're groggy.
And if you're still feeling sleepy, remember our episode on naps? A 20-minute power nap is great, but a 10-minute English boost in the morning is even better for your neuroplasticity.
So, let's get straight to the point. Emily, give them the first score booster word for the morning routine.
Instead of start, use kickoff. Mark, how would you use it to impress an examiner?
I'd say, I usually kick off the day with a quick workout to get my blood pumping. It sounds natural, it's a phrasal verb, and it shows you're not just using beginner English.
Nice. My favorite is commute. If the examiner asks about your travel, don't just say, I go to work. Say, my daily commute is quite hectic because the trains are always packed.
Hectic, that's the key word. It means crazy busy. If your day is hectic, you're not just busy, you're a professional dealing with a lot of tasks.
But what about the end of the day? Most students just say, I go to sleep.
Boring. Tell them about winding down.
Right. After a long day, I need at least an hour to wind down before I finally hit the sack. Wind down is for relaxing, and hit the sack is a perfect idiom for part one.
Okay, let's do a quick before and after for an IELTS question.
Question. Describe your typical morning. Band 5.0, I get up early, I drink coffee, I go to work by bus. It is busy. Band 7.0, actually, I'm an early bird, so I like to kick off my day at 6 a.m. After a quick coffee, I start my commute, which can be a bit hectic, but it gives me time to listen to my favorite podcasts.
Boom. Same facts, but a world of difference in the score.
Okay, Emily, we've given them some great, shiny words. But let's be honest, even with fancy vocabulary, students often make the same mistake when talking about their routine.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. The present simple trap.
Exactly. When the examiner asks about your daily life, it's a test of your consistency with the present simple. Many students start well, but then they forget the S for the third person, or accidentally mix it up with the present continuous.
Right. You don't be eating breakfast every day. You eat breakfast. But if you want to sound like a Band 7 candidate, you need to show frequency.
Yes. Don't just say always or usually. Use phrases like, as a rule, from time to time, once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. That's a classic. I use that to describe how often I actually go to the gym.
Same here. But let's look at another part of the day, the midday slump.
Good one. The midday slump is that time around 3 p.m. when you feel like your energy is gone. For IELTS, this is a perfect chance to use the word productive.
For example, I find that I'm most productive in the morning, but I often hit a slump after lunch.
And how do you fix that, Mark? Do you take a nap?
You know I do. As we discussed in our previous episode, a 20-minute nap is a lifesaver. It helps me recharge my batteries before I tackle the rest of my hectic afternoon.
Recharge my batteries, another idiomatic expression that examiners love. It's much better than just saying, get more energy.
So we've covered the morning, the commute, the midday slump, and winding down. Listeners, do you see the pattern? We are building a story, not just answering a question.
That's the key. IELTS speaking is a conversation, not an interrogation. Use these words to paint a picture of your life.
Emily, we've talked a lot about what we do now. But in the IELTS exam, you are often asked to compare your current routine with how things were in the past.
That's a brilliant point, Mark. This is where most B1 students get stuck using only the past simple. But if you want to level up, you need to use the magic phrase, I used to.
Exactly. Instead of saying, 5 years ago I was a student and I slept a lot, try this. 5 years ago, I used to have a much more relaxed schedule, but now my life is quite hectic.
It sounds so much more sophisticated. And let's add some adverbs of degree. For example, drastically.
Oh, drastically. That's a powerful word. It means in a very big way. So you could say,
My morning routine has changed drastically since I started my new job.
And don't forget the present perfect to connect the past to the present. For instance, I have become much more of an early bird lately because I want to be more productive.
I love that. It shows the examiner you can jump between different tenses smoothly. But Emily, what about things we didn't do before but do now?
We can use get used to. This is a tricky one for B1 learners, but it's a gold mine for points. For example, it was difficult at first, but I finally got used to my long commute.
Got used to, meaning it has become normal for you. That's a Band 7.0 structure right there.
So listeners, if the examiner asks about changes in your life, don't just give a simple answer. Use the past versus present formula. 1. Start with how it used to be. 2. Use a connector like however or on the other hand. 3. Explain how it has drastically changed.
Let's try it. Emily, how has your routine changed recently?
Well, to be honest, I used to stay up very late scrolling through my phone. However, I recently got used to a new habit of reading a book before I hit the sack. It helps me wind down much faster.
Boom! You used almost all our keywords from today in one answer. That's how you ace the speaking test. Before we let you go, let's make sure these words stick in your brain. We're going to do a quick pronunciation drill.
I'll explain the meaning. Mark will say the word twice, and then there will be a short pause for you to repeat it out loud. Don't be shy, say it clearly.
Ready? Let's go.
Number 1, to start something, especially your day.
Kick off. Kick off.
Number 2, a person who wakes up very early and has a lot of energy in the morning.
An early bird. An early bird.
Number 3, the journey you make every day between your home and your work or study.
Commute. Commute.
Number 4, a very busy, fast, and sometimes confused situation or schedule.
Hectic. Hectic.
Number 5, feeling weak and unable to think clearly because you are tired or just woke up.
Groggy. Groggy.
Number 6, to gradually relax after a period of work or tension.
Wind down. Wind down.
And finally, an informal way to say you are going to bed.
Hit the sack. Hit the sack. Great job! If you repeated those, you've already improved your muscle memory for these words.
Perfect. Now you're ready to tackle any IELTS question about your daily routine. We've covered everything from early birds to procrastination and the magic of used to.
It's been a hectic but very productive episode. But remember, listeners, knowing these words is only 10% of the work. The other 90% is using them.
Exactly. So here is your breakfast challenge for today. We want you to go to the comment section and answer one IELTS-style question. How has your daily routine changed in the last few years?
Try to use at least 3 things we talked about today. Maybe mention how you used to do something or how you now kick off your day. We will be reading and liking the best answers.
And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us to keep creating these lessons for you.
Also, if you're listening to this in the afternoon or evening, hey, that's fine too, but try the morning challenge tomorrow. Your neuroplasticity will thank you.
That's all for today's Daily Grind episode.
Stay productive, don't succumb to procrastination, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.